Blockchain monkeys, how are you, my friend?
What's going on, my brother, man?
It is great to see you, man.
You don't have to be rich to be taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II.
Blockchain. We talking about it. Intellectual train. It's the up in the streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. We talking about it. Intellectual train. It's the up in the streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. First we research, then we research that research.
The phone on handle ledger pull that heat first. Is this a standard in his piece? XRP. We're saying buy the Swift, keep it walking. Let's take it. Bitcoin is talking. Set it loose. They're rocking with me. Oh, they're feeling me. ODL, that's the order, man. Liquidity. Hey, Wall Street, we got what you need. Liquidity. Blockchain.
We talking about it. Intellectual train. It's the up in the streets, man.
Let's rock a ripple on that blockchain.
We talking about it. Intellectual train. It's the up in the streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
I'm talking mad research. Because it was CKJ. With some TM, I ain't next to crypto. Eddie, that's a lot of legendary. How you living? Today say VJ Token Vision. There's Papa Doc and Mikey O. We're talking freedom here. I'm talking Roger here. Blockchain.
We talking about it. Intellectual train. It's the up in the streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. We talking about it. Intellectual train. It's the up in the streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. How you living?
They say we're doomed. I beg to differ. Roses on the moon.
Are you
participating? What's going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. I don't know why that played again.
Taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world.
Take two. That usually just stops. But anyway, guys, another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. What is going on? Happy Wednesday to you. Happy Generational Wealth Wednesday to you. Really, really excited to bring this guy, introduce these guys to you. And see if it's a good fit, right? See if it's a good fit for what we're looking to do in terms of creating and putting together a team. I think it's going to be really, really, really interesting. One of the guys' name is Mark J. Kohler, and I'm going to pull up his YouTube channel as well. We're going to check out some stuff from him and see what they have going on. See if it kind of makes sense. Kohler. Let's do it. There it is. See if it makes sense for us, right? Interesting strategies. And again, these are just, right, these are strategies for crypto, right? These are things that we as crypto enthusiasts would look to help us preserve our wealth. Let me see what's the lineup here for his videos here. Okay, there it is. Well, so we'll share that one. Let's get rid of this here. What's going on, Keelan? It's good to see you. Morris Prince C7 is in the building. What's good, bro? Good to see you. Oh, where am I? So, guys, Generational Wealth Wednesday every 7 p.m. Every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, I should say. Well, we match traditional finance with crypto, right? We talk about strategies. We talk about putting a wealth team together. What does that look like, right? And part of the wealth team is having a tax attorney, a quote unquote, a state attorney who can help to protect your wealth, right? And so do what's legally in your best interest, right? And that is obviously, trying to make sure that we're not paying too much in taxes and, trying to keep as much as the wealth as we possibly can. Got to pay taxes. But certainly we can put together strategies to help avoid things like capital gains tax or, short-term gains tax, these type of things. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to be able to share this with you guys. Miss Crypto C. Oh my God. I didn't even see the super sticker came from Miss Crypto Siege. Well, how about that? Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, my friends. Miss Crypto Siege with the super chat. What's going on, DC Precise? It is good to see you. It is definitely good to see you. Nomadic Crypto is here. Loving that jam. Haha. Catchy as heck. Yes, indeed. I love it. That's Eagle right there, guys. And the name of that tune on Spotify, you can find it is Blockchain Monkeys, one word, Monkeyz, and it's by Ego. He's a good dude. He's actually, I believe he has a YouTube channel as well. So, Keto's put she put the SoundCloud link for that tune as well. It's good to see you, Crypto_JS. It's great to see you. Paul Bogle is checking in Melbourne, Australia. It's the first already. How about that? Good for you, my friend. Melbourne. Nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice there. Yeah, we are Melbourne, Australia. That is very, very cool. Nomadic Crypto, Legendary checked in. It's good to see you. TJ Cutter is in the building. Hi, Siege. Did you end up looking into? I did look into it. Yes, I've heard of that before. And I've actually looked at that 2 or 3 times now with that GSX and the token offering that but I didn't go into it deep. But I've heard about Apollo FinTech. Yes, in from Australia. I love that. Carlos Jacobo is here. What's up with you, my friend? Brandon Young, good evening to you, bro. So guys, what is, did you know there was a such thing as a crypto Roth IRA? Did you know that you can set up a Roth IRA for your Bitcoin mining? Did you know that? Let me ask those questions there. So first of all, did you know there was this thing called a crypto Roth IRA? And second, did you know that you can set up an IRA for the Bitcoin mining that you do? Yeah, I hear you, my friend. Tattoo Cobra, you got some of that DSLA, my friend? Congrats, congrats, congrats to all of you guys. You got Filecoin and DSLA. I tell you, I'm happy for you. The market is doing some interesting stuff. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen in the next few weeks. Mike Novogratz is talking about, the billions that are coming into this space, and it's going to start the first week in April. What do you think about that? I think that's an interesting comment coming out of Mike Novogratz's mouth. So yeah, guys, do me a favor. Let me know in the chat. Did you know that you could set up a Roth IRA for your crypto mining? I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, I wish the latency wasn't so bad here, and I can't change it, unfortunately. So guys, let me know in the chat did you know you can set up a Roth IRA for your Bitcoin mining? I want to see some responses. Nope, I didn't know, says Keyless. Anyone else? Did you know there was such a strategy? Did you know there was such a strategy for Bitcoin mining? I didn't. We're going to go over that. We're going to go into stacking LLCs to protect your crypto. Interesting concept. We'll go over that as well. Ragnar Benson, Siege, I have watched Generational Wealth Wednesday many times. I have never heard you speak about giving up your USA citizenship. It seems to me that generational wealth don't get taxed at such a big rate. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I've never talked about it. Not giving up the citizenship. We're going to look into, obviously, kind of the pay things, you kind of 100 grand here or 250 grand here for this type of thing. And you get these other kind of citizenships. We looked into that. We watch Nomad Capitalists all the time and, look to his strategies. Alex says, I did not know. Oh, you're welcome, Alex. But yeah, I've looked into it. I don't know if we want to give up our citizenship completely. We may look to other citizenships, other passports, that type of stuff. Appreciate you being here, Ragnar. And I definitely appreciate you when you check in for Generational Wealth Wednesdays. I Trust Capital has a self-directed IRA in crypto. Okay. Yep. Know all about that one. Hopefully we can kind of compare the two. What I do like about what these guys are offering here at directedira.com is it feels like it's kind of a dual or multifunctional service, right? So I Trust Capital sets you up with an IRA, which is basically linking you to a broker, right? Linking you to an exchange, right? But does that come with strategies on how to put together a Roth IRA LLC? Does it come with strategies for you to protect your wealth, right? Do they at I Trust Capital work with people to set those up and strategies, right? So we're talking, this is a tax attorney and a law firm that are doing these IRAs, and the way they're setting them up, they got like a partnership. It works really, really great by very sought out. There are two authors that have written tons and tons of books years and years ago about self-directed IRA. So we're going to get into that as well. So you guys haven't really heard about it, right? So let me share some of the videos here and kind of introduce you to these guys. All right, so there it is here. Let's see here. And here's one of the guys here. His name is Mark J. Kohler, and you can see some of his videos here. Take your business off. Okay, that was Bitcoin and mining, how to structure to save your taxes. Bitcoin trading and mining, how to structure to save. And these two were together. This video was a little simpler to understand. But the strategies is again, they're looking for me. I've always said that it's a target market that they're addressing here with this for your crypto. And it's good to have some people who understand these strategies and can kind of guide you through it. We just got to look to see whether having a tax attorney as part of your team that is familiar with crypto, I think that's really the kind of the bigger thing. Is it worth the money? Is it worth the money that it would take to put these LLCs together and the strategies kind of behind them? So let me see what I want to do first. I'm going to go to this one here. And let's go to where he starts going over the diagram here. This is Mark Kohler. I forget this guy's name here, but they're partners, and they're both attorneys, and they both are authors who have written books on self-directed IRAs. And in fact, I think the younger guy actually did it years and years ago.
This podcast, in this video webinar, what cryptocurrency is, what blockchain technology is. We're not going to worry about that here, but just know For any of you that are newbies, there's plenty of great YouTube videos out there that you can study up on this. Matt, you said you found one that was really helpful. Where was that?
Yeah, so MIT has a lot of their classes online, and in 2018 there was a whole class on blockchain and
and I know I said this early in my live stream earlier today, but I do think it's important to know as well that these guys, right, they're learning more and more about the digital asset space, but their expertise is in protecting people's assets, and they've put together strategies to protect. They realize that more and more people are creating their wealth in the digital asset space, right? And so they're learning the strategies to help people in that space, right? So they have clients who come to them with millions of dollars in wealth in Bitcoin and other digital assets, and that are looking for strategies to, kind of protect the wealth. And they have some very, very interesting ones, really do. But again, specialty, tax attorney, state, estate planning, right? That setting up corps, LLCs, S corps, that type of thing, and just learning new strategies on how to protect your crypto, be able to purchase, right? The whole tax-free, tax-deferred, that whole game with your crypto, right? This is something that we all want to learn. We want to learn that game.
and crypto done by the current Commodities Future Trading Commissioner, or recent appointee of the Biden administration. He did a whole year course on this. He's a former Wall Street, Goldman Sachs guy, but he's very knowledgeable on crypto. So it's a good class. I've been watching that to learn on it. They start with what's blockchain, so really good if you want to kind of geek out on it. I mean, let's face it, there's no new seasons of my favorite shows like Peaky Blinders or Ozark or any of those great shows. So I'm just, watching MIT courses on YouTube to fill my time.
No more Ozark.
Check that one out.
No more Ozark. That is a bummer. That's a major bummer. No, not a new season yet for Ozark, that's pretty funny. That guy who just finished speaking again, he's been writing books on self-directed IRAs for about 10 years now. But he's talking, obviously, we all know, because we're in the crypto space, we know he's talking about Gary Gensler, right? And at MIT and these courses that they put together. We know that, right? He's just checking them out, right? In the spare time. And this is March of 2021 when this was put out, right?
Now, if you go search MIT class on blockchain and crypto, you'll find it. And I forget the guy's name that teaches it, but he's good. He's good because he's got some technical background, got banking background, and he's also regulates currently CFTC, which is who regulates crypto exchanges right now.
I love it. Good. By the way, we know it might be a little hazy on the whiteboard, but it's the best we can do. We're coming to you from Idaho and Phoenix live on 3 different platforms. It's a little tricky. Okay, when it comes to cryptocurrency, we need to talk about the tax results of trading and mining. Next, and forgive my handwriting a little bit here, people, mining.
Guys, do me a favor and tweet this out on Twitter. The Crypto Sees this live. I don't want to open up another tab and do it. If you guys could do that, that would be really, really awesome to let everyone know. We got Generational Wealth Wednesday going on Twitter. That would be awesome.
And then within trading and mining, you've got inside of a Roth IRA and you as a person. You also have mining inside of a Roth IRA and you as a person. Now, I'm going to give another opinion here right off the bat, and that is, if you're going to invest in cryptocurrency, you better be doing it in a Roth. If you have a traditional IRA or doing this inside a solo 401k, get over to the Roth. Matt and I have written countless blog articles, books, plenty of YouTube videos on this. Just type Kohler Roth or Sorensen Roth on YouTube, and you're going to see some incredible videos on this. I want to repeat again, for those that are with us, thank you for being patient with the hyper focus we have on this presentation regarding doing cryptocurrency with the least amount of taxes, if no taxes at all. We're going to go with that for now. So Matt's article on entrepreneur, so if you just type Matt Sorensen, entrepreneur. You'll see that article come right up. Corey or Darren, if you can pull that on Entrepreneur's website and get the link in the chat on some of these, it'd be great.
And they got the live chat replay, so we'll see if we can't get that link. I don't know if we will or not. But, so Matt Sorensen, I believe it's for 2 R's, ENSON, entrepreneurs. I believe that's like a website slant portal where you can write, and they're actually sponsored by this entrepreneur site.
Matt's article focused on well, Matt tried to cover all of it, but I think the main issue was here on the trading. Let's just start, Matt. How about with a regular person buying Bitcoin and selling, not a Roth IRA? I'll try to diagram this as we go.
Okay. Yep. Let's just go individual, and let's say there's going to be 3 outcomes. When you buy it, there could be 3 things you would do with it, right? I'm going to buy crypto, and I'm going to use some dollars to buy it. Okay. Let's say I spent $30,000 to buy Bitcoin. All right.
Okay.
Now I can have different outcomes when I buy it. What could I do? I could wait till the Bitcoin goes up to 40,000 and I sell it for $40,000.
Okay. Purchase
so
price, PP. Purchase price is PP. Sales price is 40 grand. So we have a $10,000 gain. Okay.
Yeah. Now, the first thing to know is this is property for tax purposes. So the IRS in 2014 came out and said, cryptocurrency is not currency for tax purposes, where if it goes up or down and you exchange it, they don't care. Cryptocurrency is property, almost like a stock in many ways, in that if the price goes up and you sell it for a gain, you have to pay tax on the gain. If the price goes down and you sell for a loss, you get a loss. So now if you held it a year, you get preferred long-term capital gains rates. I should say over a year. So you get long-term capital gains rate, which maxes out it goes from 0 to 20%, depending on your income levels. And if you held it less than a year, you're going to get short-term capital gain rates, which is your regular income tax rates, depending on what tax bracket you're in. So if you're in it for the long haul, you've at least held it, by long haul, for at least a year, you're going to get a preferred tax rate, capital gains rates. Over a year, under a year, let's say you bought it and sold it the next hour for a gain. You're going to pay short-term capital gains rates, or even 11 months later, short-term capital gains rates.
Now, on a short-term capital gain, I want everybody to know you're going to at least pay 10%, and it could be as high as 37% now. Now, a lot of people out there go, oh, the best way to save on Bitcoin is just to hold it a year, you're fine, and you'll get long-term capital gain. We've got a way to pay zero tax, which we're going to talk about. Now, I want to just mention triggers. A lot of people say, well, if I just leave it in Bitcoin, I'm not going to pay any tax. And that's true. As long as you leave it in the same type of currency that you purchased, you just leave it there. There's no tax. But the IRS has said there's primarily 3 triggering events. The minute, number 1, you convert it to cash. So you sell your Bitcoin and you get cash. So I'm going to say convert to dollars. That's any type of cryptocurrency to US dollars, or if you live in Japan, yen, if you live in the UK, euro, or pounds. As soon as you get regular money, you have to pay the tax on any appreciation, short-term or long-term, depending on how long you held it. Number 2 is if you trade it for another cryptocurrency. So if I trade Bitcoin for Ethereum, I'll put E for that. So I'm just going to trade one cryptocurrency for another cryptocurrency. Whatever the value was on that day, I have to look at what did I buy the Bitcoin for? What did I trade it for that other currency or whatever currency is coming or going? That triggers a tax. Now, some of you are already getting mad. You're going, how can the IRS get in here and do all this? I'm going to trade my cryptocurrency on an offshore exchange. And their IRS is never going to know about this. People, don't try to play that game. And I know some of you IT people have watched Mr. Robot and you're figuring out, I can hide this money somewhere and I'll get away with it. It will catch up to you. I've been a tax attorney for 20 years and I've had clients come to me in dire straits and end up in prison. The IRS is all over this, And these main custodians around the country that are starting to help with cryptocurrency are now signing deals with Visa and major banks because they want to get legit, and they're going to be reporting all of the transactions they have to the IRS. Last trigger, and I'll shut up, Matt. The last trigger is you use the money to buy something. Like you purchase a service. And again, this was this week. Visa is now partnering up with Coinbase so that you can use Bitcoin to buy stuff. And Tesla said you can buy a car with a Bitcoin. So if you purchase something, the value of whatever you purchased is a taxable event, less what you paid for it. So you're going to have one of these capital gains, whether it's short-term or long-term, that's going to happen when you purchase something. So those are the three triggers. Anything else, Matt, you'd add?
Yeah, let me just give an example on the purchase something. Let's say you bought Bitcoin a year ago when it was 10,000 of Bitcoin, and let's say you bought 1.5 Bitcoin for 15 grand.
Okay.
And then let's say you exchange that 1.5 Bitcoin now for a Tesla Model X, which is 75 grand. Okay, so right now that 1.5 Bitcoin is worth about 75.
Yeah.
So you bought it for 15 and now it's worth 75. You have about a $60,000 gain. Now, good for you. You basically had $15,000 last year. Now you got a Tesla Model X. Cool. But you also got a $60,000 tax gain there. Now, if you held it a year, this was a year ago, you would only pay, again, the short-term capital gains rates here, 0 to 20%, depending on your income.
Short-term, we mean long-term.
Sorry, long-term capital gains rate. And so that's how it works in practice. Now, you
don't forget state. And don't forget state.
Ooh, true. You're going to pay
you might have
state.
Fed of 20, depending on your bracket, and then state, which could be 5 to 10%.
All right, I'm gonna pause it there for a second, see if you guys have any questions. And again, this is right outside of the Roth, right? Outside of the Roth. This is just someone who's not familiar with the strategies. They're coming into crypto and these are the moves that they're making. Oh, the audio needs to be higher? Okay. Really? Okay, make sure I do that. I'll turn the audio up. Audio of the video. Let me try that again then. Let me see. It's all the way up. Yeah, it's all the way up. So any questions there? CJ is in big trouble now. Yeah, see, Maxi's learning something as well. I thought that same thing. I mean, this is sick. I thought it was if you withdrew money from accounts, that's Maxi. Yeah, right. So that's just, again, tax attorneys, right? And these are the kind of people that you want on your side, familiar with what's going on in this new asset class that is the digital asset space and crypto, right? Right? That's important, massively, massively, massively important. There are a lot of great tax attorneys out there who know strategies, but we want them familiar with what's going on in this space, in this market. And a lot of them haven't begun to delve into it yet, right? And we want people on our team 20 years and 30 years writing books. They're going to talk about self-directed IRAs as well. That's what we want on our team, right? So when I'm calling and speaking with the tax attorney and I'm saying, I want to set something up, I want to make some purchases and, you know, we're 85% out of fiat and 85% of our wealth is in crypto. If they give us the, what's crypto? Oh yeah, you mean Bitcoin? That's not going to work for us anyway. In the crypto siege or something, right? Mr. Daniel Sykes. What's going on, Mr. Daniel Sykes? What's breaking news? You guys are talking amongst yourself there. Any questions? Okay. What's going on, VAR 15, Maxi, and Mr. Daniel Sykes? I appreciate you checking in. Let's listen to some more. I hope you guys are learning something here. Because again, it's really massively important to have a team put together to help protect your wealth. I was listening to Rand Nooner today. The guy said he is completely out right, from CNBC, and completely out of fiat, completely out. He put all his money into crypto, and he has a big time alt portfolio, and he put all his money in crypto, right? Put all the money in crypto. So let's listen some more. And I'm sharing this because, again, I know a lot of us in the crypto space are familiar with I Trust Capital, good guys over there. What I'm wondering is if these people are going to be able to provide another level of service in addition to just having the self-directed IRA. That's what I'm looking at. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, or 0 for those of you lucky. And
So we're going to go 0 to 30%. We don't know what it'll be.
yeah. So you can see, for those of you that want to buy crypto and use it for goods or services, how complicated this is going to be to track it. Well, how do I know what tax to pay? And there's even tax apps and softwares out there that track your purchase of crypto and when you're using it, exchanging it for goods or services, or trading it or selling it. So and those are linked in my article, a couple of ones that I found to be really good and had some good content. So so just keep this in mind. These tax rules, when buying and trading crypto, exchanging it, are pretty dang complicated. They take some record keeping, and the obligation's on you. Just because you try to hide it and it's not on an exchange and like a hot wallet, so to speak, where that exchange is reporting it, doesn't mean you don't have an obligation to pay the tax. That just means no one told the IRS. You still owe the tax. And failure to disclose it and tell the IRS that can get pretty criminal if you get down the road far enough on this. So be careful on this. Don't stick your head in the sand.
All right. Now, we're seeing a few questions. And by the way, I want to welcome everybody. And if some of your questions are possible to be answered versus typing, I've got a tax attorney here in the house that's going to help as well. Now, let me hit a couple points. Joyce said, I am mining Bitcoin myself. Now, we're going to come to that here in a minute. We're going to talk about mining, Joyce, where you're doing it yourself. The next one was, someone asked, can the losses of mining offset the earnings of trading? The answer is yes. But if you're having losses in mining, I got a bigger issue, because I'm an idiot and I'm making money. So we've got to talk, Liliana, about that. Let's move to trading, everybody. And I'm going to take some more questions. Let's just get through trading and what the tax results are of buying and selling any sort of cryptocurrency. Then we're going to talk about mining. And I got a freaking awesome structure you're going to love. Now, with trading, as Matt just explained, you've got this Tesla example is classic. Now, do you want to know how to do this tax-free? Every day of the week and twice on Sunday is do all of your trading in a Roth IRA. Just do all the trading in your Roth. You could go to directedira.com right now, directedira.com, and set up what's called a crypto Roth. You can also set up a crypto traditional.
All right, let's take a look at that real quick. Because we're going to have to check the pricings as compare it to I Trust Capital, because my understanding is I Trust is very, very reasonable. In fact, more than reasonable. Very good pricing on there. Where Carolyn says, the clients, please use your direct questions here, and we will get back to you soon. Thanks. Okay. You can see here, they got the Bitcoin and crypto, real estate, whatever, all of these different things here that you can use your self-directed IRAs for, and open up a new account, buy Bitcoin plus, they had 40 coins, so they're probably thinking the top 40. We simplified the process so your IRA can invest directly in Bitcoin and other cryptos without an IRA. So they have two processes here, and they're going to explain them. I know which one I would go with, but again, directedira.com. Self-direct your IRA in 3 easy steps. We set up the process and make it easy for you. And again, I Trust Capital does something very similar to this as well. Right? So you got to kind of check the prices. It's their site here, Matt Sorsen. What I like about these two guys, again, is that they both have written books, famed authors for self-directed IRAs. So founded and managed by professionals consisting of attorneys, CPAs, and have industry credentials, blah, blah, blah. All right, take control of your time. We have a competitive fee schedule with a low annual fee. So we have a competitive fee schedule with a low annual fee of $295 and zero, I'm trying to understand that. A low annual fee of $295 and zero annual fees based on the assets or size of your account. Accounts can be set up fully online in as little as 5 minutes. So that's their site there, just to kind of give you an idea. And again, I haven't looked over this yet, and I haven't spoken with them on the phone. I did speak with the people, the main guy, the CEO and founder at I Trust Capital. I did speak with him way back, maybe over a year ago, with him as well. So
health savings account, a crypto SEP, a crypto Coverdale, but you can set up a crypto Roth right now for $300. You can pay for it with your own money. Don't even have to use your Roth money, but you can set up a crypto Roth, put money in your Roth for last year up until April 15th. You may have an old IRA you want to convert to a Roth. You may have other Roth you can move in from Ameritrade, but you can set up a crypto Roth self-directed account. You'll have a Gemini trading account funded by your Roth. Within what, Matt? 2 days at max? 2-3 days?
Yeah,
what?
once money's in, it'll be set up next day, and then you just have to verify yourself, which is, the account's owned by your IRA, so it goes pretty fast.
Okay. Now this Roth, do what? Okay. So with your Gemini, sorry, our producer's helping us make sure everything looks good. Thank you, Corey. Crypto Roth, $300 Gemini. Yeah. Now you're trading any crypto you want inside your Roth.
Yeah, it's on Gemini, which has most of the stuff. Yeah, they'll have like Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin. They got most of the stuff.
Okay, here's the beauty, people. See this? Never pay tax. Now, you young people, I know you're freaking out right now. You're going, yeah, Mark, Matt, but I'd like to actually use this money to buy a Tesla. I'd actually to use this money to buy some crap or convert to dollars. I get it. So do both. That's the answer. Do crypto trading in both your own name and do it in your Roth. Because people, trust me, I have consultations with clients every day from around the country, every day in our firm, where people are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s that have nothing for retirement. People, if you can get these accounts going with crypto right now in your Roth, you'll never pay tax, ever. And when you turn 59, you'll have $1 million or more just sitting there that you can spend however the hell you want. But do both. Trust me, it'll pay off. All right. Anything, Matt, you'd add on the Roth crypto? That's it. No tax at all.
I mean, the Roth IRA it's tricky to pull off, but we figured out how to make it simple. So, if you call up your Roth IRA custodian, let's say your Roth IRA right now is at Fidelity, and you're like, hey, I want to buy a Roth, or I want to buy crypto with my Roth IRA. They're like, you can't buy crypto with it. Like you maybe get an ETF or some of these crypto trusts, these Bitcoin trusts that have high fees. But if you really actually want to own the actual crypto, and even something besides Bitcoin, you can use the crypto Roth. We have an easy process. You get to trade it with a Gemini linked account that's owned by your crypto Roth IRA. And it's just like you're buying and trading stock in your Roth IRA, okay? It's the same thing. You buy stock, you sell it for a gain, all that gain goes back to the Roth IRA, you don't pay tax. You keep building that thing up over time, and by the time you retire at 59 and a half, you pull it out, totally tax-free. I mean, the Roth IRA is the only way, like I've said this a lot lately, it's the only way to make money, not pay tax, and not go to jail, okay? So Congress gave it to us. They said, use this account. Just use this special account to go grow and build your wealth. And when it comes out of retirement, you don't have to pay tax. So that's what we're trying to get to do. If you believe in crypto, and that's where you think, and you take a percent of your whatever you want to invest, or, you know, we don't know what to buy. I'm just saying, if you want to do it, this is the right avenue. Very tax savvy way to do it. No tax.
Okay. Now, a couple other questions I want to hit here. By the way, Darren, I'm going to come to you if you want to ask a couple. I can see these, but I can't see YouTube questions. So you might want to help me out with YouTube. Okay, if you can go back up, Corey, so I can see what we're looking at here. Okay, a couple thoughts. Someone said, well, who the heck is regulating the taxability of this gain or loss, Greg? And Louise says, when investing in crypto, do I get a 1099? How is this handled? Okay. I know that for some of you, this is the first time in your life where you feel like IRS Big Brother is breathing down your neck. You're like, hey, I've got a job, I get withholdings, I pay my taxes, I get a refund or owe a little bit. Cool. Now that you're buying crypto, you're like, what the heck? Why is the IRS sticking their nose in my business? Well, welcome to being a U.S. citizen. If you don't like it, what's his name on Facebook as an original owner, moved to Singapore, saved $67 million in taxes by giving up his U.S. citizenship, if that's what you want to do. But the IRS is working hand in hand with Gemini, Coinbase, and every other custodian that's allowing crypto trading.
Yeah.
And they are going
Any in the US. Yeah.
Any in the U.S. And they are going to be issuing 1099s for buy, sells, and trades of cryptocurrency, just like you had a Merrill Lynch stock brokerage account. Now you say, well, I'm going to do it offshore. Guys, this is one of the top 12 dirty dozen IRS targets that they've been putting out for years. Is anybody trying to do transactions offshore to avoid U.S. tax? They now have Swiss bank accounts opened up to the IRS, the Cook Islands, the Nevis accounts. You cannot hide internationally as well as you used to be able to. And I would never recommend that. So what I'm saying is deal with it now, understand you're going to pay some taxes, and it's going to get reported to you on 1099s from these companies that you are using as a wallet. And you'll go, 2 words, cold storage. They will catch you someday, people. Just don't go down that path. Matt?
Yeah, so, yeah, I think a couple of things on that where you feel like, don't go offshore. That's my big thing. There's a lot in there.
So I'm sorry there, guys. I wanted to check out another thing there, right? I'm done with his voice, says bar 415. Yeah, listen, the older guy, right? Listen, it's funny you used to say it. The older guy may be a little, he has a personality to him, but you know, for me, I'm looking at what kind of service can you provide, right? What kind of, what's your knowledge level? Again, go check those guys out at directedira.com for sure to get a really, really good sense. Hey, beautiful. Look at you. Getting ready for the thing?
My super sticker?
I did see your super sticker. Yeah. So just think about that, right? And so again, you want to check this video out, guys. You want to check out this videos. Again, they talk about another strategy as well. And the other strategy involves if you don't want to, well, the other strategy is how do I do it while I'm in control of my keys? How do I do it while I'm in control of my keys? You set this Roth IRA up currently through Gemini, right? You don't have the control of your keys, but there's actually another strategy that involves having an LLC where you can still do the trading and stuff that you want to do in your Roth, but you can have your crypto and stuff. You can still be in control of your keys. That's an important part. That's another thing for those who want to do that and who don't want to deal with Gemini. I don't use Gemini. I thought that there was an issue with Gemini in their past with the hack. I'm not sure, but I thought that there were. So just so you know that. So guys, I want you guys to definitely check out that video. Is a strategy, another strategy, 2 other strategies that they're going to talk about there. One is a Roth and then an LLC in combination. So self-directed IRA, the Roth, and an LLC in combination with the Roth, they set the LLC up and blah, 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 blah. If you have an LLC already, like we do, you can't use that strategy. You're gonna have to use the the LLC that you already have for maybe real estate or some other assets that you look to acquire. To do the strategy that they are recommending for people who want to keep their keys, blah, 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 the Roth, you go through the Roth directed IRA, they set up the LLC that way for you, right? And again, for us, it's looking like it's going to be in the range of $2,500. We've talked to our attorney, we've talked to other attorneys, estate attorneys, and that price is right in the ballpark, right? The people that we were initially going to go with, they wanted $3,000, and they would throw in the LLC, but they were doing trust as well. So there was the state and trust, and they wanted $3,000, right? So it's kind of in the same ballpark, but again, strategies and the kind of the expertise in dealing with their clients, their crypto clients, right? So they have some background for strategies, if you understand what I'm saying. They have some experience for strategies that they're deploying and using for their crypto clients. And I think for me, that's worth the money, right? For me, that's worth the money. LLCs, we did ours ourselves. And we did it out of state, right? So we incorporated out of state and then registered the business in the state that we live in. And we did that ourselves. Yes, we did that 100% ourselves. And, setting up the LLC, not really expensive to do if you want to do it yourself. But again, to do this Roth whole thing, you're going to have to pay the attorneys, and to do that, it's going to be a price. But what I'm saying is the experience and the knowledge that they're going to give and lend to your process and what you're doing. In other words, they will be on your team. For me, would be worth that $1,200. And again, it's not just the self-directed IRA, right? It's not just that that you're getting, right? Because you saw there, you can do that for just $300, right? But it's the setting up everything else and having, again, that phone call conversation relationship, if you will, for strategies and stuff that comes along with it. And of course, you're gonna get the service, right? So however long you're gonna be able to be on the phone with them is however long you're gonna be on the phone with them. But for me, I'm paying for that extra bit of knowledge and having them set that up and having that on my team, knowing that, I'm dealing in crypto, and right, I don't want to have to explain to a tax attorney who's supposed to be on my team who's Coinbase, right? And what's Gemini and what is Bitcoin, if you understand what I'm saying. And so the older guy is actually mining. He actually, put 10 to 12,000 in for a mining rig and got it all set up. And he has some good contacts and can remotely kind of run your rig and all of that stuff. And you have to decide if that's something that you want to do. Now we have a mining rig, right? And so we do mine Bitcoin. So just kind of putting those things and seeing if that kind of strategy makes sense for you. So 2 things for sure, guys. Let me share it again. Highly recommend, go check out this video. I'm going to subscribe to his channel if I didn't already, did I? Let me do this. Yeah, I did subscribe. Mark J. Kohler, and I think Matt Sorensen has a YouTube channel as well. That's the younger guy is Matt. So check this out: Bitcoin trading and mining, how to structure to save taxes. I get it. Their target marketing, I get it, right? Don't get me wrong, I get it. I know exactly what it is that they're doing. Crypto is big. It's a big target market out there right now for people who are establishing their wealth now in digital assets and crypto, and right. And so they're investing in themselves, learning so that they can provide information. They can provide a service and content to us, the digital asset space. So I get that. What you got to get is, do you feel it's worth it do you feel it's worth it to be on the phone with the tax attorney who's going to be on your team that is familiar with and learning every day about the digital asset space? Do you feel like it's worth it? And for me, I definitely do, right? And so, you know, they're going to work every day, right? They're leveling up their IQ about crypto and mining and right NFTs and all that for you. And that's what you want on your team, right? That's what you want on your team, right? So anyone find that article that he was talking about? Matt Sorensen. Let me try it, see if I can do it. Let me Google it. G-O-O. I didn't even say Google on my thing. My phone came on. What in the world? There he is there. Matt Sorensen, Self-Directed IRA, book by Matt Sorensen. Now, so that's his book. It's just one T. Okay. The Self-Directed IRA Handbook, an authoritative guide. And it's talking about that there. But I'm trying to find the entrepreneur article. Let me do it. Yeah, I think that might be it. Yeah, entrepreneur.com, Matt Sorensen, there he is there. Man, he looks different. Yeah, different. Is an attorney, CEO, and author and podcast host. He is the CEO of Directed IRA and Directed Trust Company, a leading company in the self-directed IRA and 401k industry, and a partner in the business and tax law firm of KKOS Lawyers. He is the author of the Self-Directed IRA Handbook. That was supposed to be an article, video, webinars, start a business, subscribe, books. So that's it right there. Tax rules for buying and selling Bitcoin and other crypto. So definitely check him out for sure as well. SEC expands accredited investor rule. Okay. And so that's entrepreneur.com. So he got featured there and lended his expertise. And he got a podcast there as well. So, and the other thing, go check out directedira.com. Tell me what you think. How do these fees compare to iTrust Capital? And does iTrust Capital, is there kind of a link with the self-directed IRA and again getting this these LLCs and the Roth and those different things kind of set up? Does it sound reasonable in fees and stuff like that to you? Oh, what happened there? So, all right, we got Home-Based Income 101. How are you? Good to see you, miss. Gaining a financial education is worth it, indeed. Oh, yeah, Stark Origin. Good to see you. No, I didn't miss that, my friend. I did see that. Yep, last time you missed I was saying that Bitcoin Cash, yep, is on PayPal, yep. And one of the people behind it was Elon Musk. I remember when they were together and Elon was together with Peter Thiel, absolutely, and kind of went their separate ways, just kind of different, visions for where they wanted to go. Joe C, hello to you, my friends. Good to see you tonight. Hello, C. Thanks for always having future-looking ideas and mindset. Have a good day. Stay safe, XRP fam. Don't forget to hodl, XRP, Stellar Lumens, VeChain, and Cardano. All crypto fam. There you go. And let me see any questions. Alex Van Fitness and Philosophy just tuned in. Sees what site do you recommend for self-directed IRAs? And is there a crypto one you trust? Yeah, so right now in the space, if you will, is for the most part in the XRP community is iTrust Capital, right? iTrust Capital. I came across these guys, Mark Kohler and Matt Sorensen, again, guys, tax attorneys, esteemed authors in the self-directed IRA business. I came across their YouTube channel, and I started looking into them yesterday and today, and I wanted to share it with you guys. For me, I'm leaning more towards some guys who kind of understand a little bit more about crypto. Not that the people from iTrust Capital don't, they do. But my understanding is they're going to set you up with this, this self-directed IRA. But I'm not sure if they're in the tax attorney business, right? I'm not sure if they're in the tax attorney business. And so, and again, they have clients, right, who have these IRAs and have these LLCs attached to the IRAs, and right, they have strategies that they can recommend. And for me, I think that's worth the dollar, so worth the money. But I'm gonna reach out to both of them and see if we can't get them on the channel. Jason Master Pietro, thanks. He's a must save video. Absolutely. Hope you guys check it out. Keel Chambers, I have a 401k set up. I was just about to start up a Roth IRA. Well, there you go. Again, I would encourage you to check both out, iTrust Capital and these guys, and just understand what iTrust has to offer. If that's all you just want, is just to have the Roth IRA set up, the self-directed thing with iTrust, I get it. If you want perhaps a law team behind what you're doing as part of your team, you may want to consider directedira.com. That's kind of, you see what I'm saying? I don't think that iTrust is in the tax attorney slant business, if you will. I know they're in the crypto. I know that they own crypto, but I don't know if they are in the tax kind of business, if you will. So just some food for thought. Definitely check that video out, because they're going to talk about the mining strategy and also the Roths and LLC combination strategy, which is, I'm very, very interested in, very, very intrigued by that strategy, because there's a lot of benefits to that. We're small business owners, right? There's a lot of benefits to that. And to me, that kind of gets you in the field of the 1% of the 1%. And by the way, Alice Mashinsky did say that they are looking into who can they partner with in that business, in that self-directed Roth IRA business that they can attach to Celsius. But they're not there yet. They're not there yet. So. Is that a YouTube channel? Stock Origin Crypto Seeds, the Swan Bitcoin YouTube channel, censored 1 hour of a podcast where Kim.com was explained to, I don't know what Kim.com is. Do you have a link for that video, Stock Origin? Because I would definitely check that out. Maxie says, I'll rewatch this video when my account is 1 million in 10 years. Yeah, I hear you, my friend. I hear you. I'm not a financial advisor, obviously, but worth looking into. Where was that nomadic crypto? Any Canadian dollar there, make sure you use a tax-free savings account through the federal government when transferring fiat into exchanges, and any capital gains from said account are not taxable. Make sure you use a tax-free savings account through the federal government. A tax-free savings account through the federal government when transferring fiat into exchanges. Any capital gains from said account are not taxable. Okay, I've never heard of that, nomadic crypto. So are you in Canada? Because is that CAD Canadian dollars? Kim.com is the founder of the website. Mega upload. Okay, got it. Mega upload. Okay. So so that's a Canadian regulation, but I've never heard of a tax-free savings account. And so Nomadic Crypto, guys, I think this may be important to know. Nomadic Crypto, you're saying if you have a tax-free savings account and you take the money from that account to buy crypto, then there is no tax on it. The capital gains from that is not taxable in Canada. Whoa, really? Oh, really? It was closed by the US government. Whoa. Mega Upload was closed by the US government. And Nomadic Crypto is saying correct. Okay. I'm wondering, I'm wondering this, both Keyless and I are wondering the same thing. Is that just a Canadian thing? Yeah, if you're Canadian. Okay. Whoa. Sweet. That's real sweet. I'm sure they don't have that in the US, a tax-free savings account. I'm wondering if you're talking about something like the government has these accounts where not HSAs, goodness, what are those things called? I forget what they're called, but the United States, they have a savings account. As a federal employee, you can get these accounts where it's like you save tax-free, like a thrift savings plan, you know, that type of thing like that. So I'm wondering if they have kind of the same thing. If you use money from that to buy something, I'm wondering. Yeah, it's interesting. I'll have to look into that. So guys, check that out. Let me know what you think. I am going to, I got another thing to hop on. It started at 8. I'm going to hop on that and see what they got going over there. I hope that was valuable to you guys. Definitely watch the rest of that video, guys, for the other strategy. And I will keep you updated on my phone conversations, because I want to be able to speak to Matt or to Mark and kind of tell them about our channel and also tell them about Celsius as well. Well, thank you so much, Nomadic Crypto, for sharing that. Interesting. That's for government employees. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think it's interesting that for government employees, but that's essentially what like a thrift savings plan is. It's, you know, it's tax free. Yeah. So yeah, which is really tax deferred. And then at 59.5, you can take it out, type of deal. That's what we had. Let us know about all the loopholes, please, Maxie. Yep, we'll definitely do that, guys. So listen, thank you so much for checking in, hopping on tonight on Generational Wealth Wednesday. I appreciate each and every one of you for checking out. Again, I hope it was valuable. Make sure you check out the website, directedira.com. Make sure you guys check out that video, Mark J. Kohler on YouTube. The title of the video, let me just put the link in here for you guys so you'll have it. There's the link for the video, guys. Check out the video. You're gonna have to scroll through like the first 5, 7, 8 minutes or whatever to get to the real important stuff. But definitely check it out for sure. Definitely worth learning more of the strategies. We're gonna delve into it some more as well. All right, guys, listen. Have a great night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Never ever forget this, guys. Old money doesn't want you to win, but that's okay though, because you and I all are already winning. I can't see the link of the incentive part of the podcast because I'm not a mod. Also, Roger Vera paid. Really? That's interesting. Yeah, can you just email that to me, my friend? Here's my email for the channel. Can you email me that, Nomadic Crypto? If you're still here. Hopefully you're still here. Email that to me, Nomadic Crypto. Would be awesome. Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button on the way out. Have a great night. I will see you guys tomorrow for sure. Thanks for hanging out. For sure. Talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.